Let's go back to the Southeast Asian country again. So my today's talk is about the 10-year conservation for enhanced seagrass cover and carbon storage at Koh Tha Rai or Koh Tha Rai Island in Nakhon Si Thammarat Province, Thailand. So this work, we work together with the Department of the Marine and Coastal Resources. So the objective of this work is to estimate how successful conservation efforts have been at seagrass meadow at Koh Tha Rai, Nakhon Si Thammarat Province, Thailand. Southern Thailand in terms of coverage, meadow extent and carbon storage. Between the first observation in 2006 and after various conservation efforts in 2017. So let's see the map. So here we are in Singapore. So my study site is in the middle of the Gulf of Thailand in the east coast. So here Koh Samui that you might have a chance to visit. Here is a travel destination. So the Tha Rai is a very small island near the mainland here. So the Tha Rai Island belongs to the Hai Chau Mai Mukot Thale Thai National Park. And the area of this island is very small. It's just 0.95 square meters. So the seagrass bed here is in these two bays, in the east and in the south bay of this island here. So even that is very close, but the subset is very totally different. In this bay, the subset is sandy, but in this side is muddy. So the muddy side at this bay, the thickness is around 30 centimeters. So both two sides, they are the seagrass. So let's see the seagrass conservation effort at Koh Tha Rai. In 2006, the Seagrasses protocol, the Seagrasses program was first set up at Koh Tha Rai, which is the first one in the Gulf of Thailand. But the very first one in Thailand is on the west coast in the Andaman Sea. So it's run by the Seaweed and Seagrass Research Unit. So we continue from 2006 to 2008, and we published the result in this paper that we use for the baseline information for this work. So in 2009, we proposed some information to the government for the seagrass area, and they have a policy to set up a buoy around this area, including this is Koh Tha Rai here. So in this area, as I said, it belongs to the national park. So some of area is covered the coral reef, and some are in seagrass area. So it help people to aware of the area and see the importance of seagrass in this area. And you know, this site is very popular in dolphin watching, so people come to see the dolphin. So we can link the importance of seagrass, like as you know, seagrass is the food, seagrass is the habitat for many fish, so the fish is the food to dolphins. So when local people protect the seagrass area, so they will provide support more fish to the dolphin. That's good for their business. Next, there are some seagrass transplantation by tourists via the travel agency. So there are some activity like kayaking around this island, and they have some seagrass transplantation. They use the inhalers, and they plant it by using bamboo. So the problem is we don't know the survival rate after they plant, how successful by this method. That's for CSR mainly, and some raising awareness. We did student camp for introduce them to know about the seagrass by using the Seagrass protocol that is very easy and no need fancy equipment. And everyone can do and access the seagrass here. So we also teach them about the resources, the animal in the seagrass area too. So interestingly, in 2017, there are some conservation effort that related to the religion was initiated by local people that they call Bwat Ya Thale. That literally mean Bwat is mean the ordination. So it's like the ordination of seagrass. So basically they put the stick like this at the edge of the seagrass area, and they tie with the rope, and they tie with the rope of Buddhist monk. And there are some monk here to do some ceremony and like announce here for the protected area, so they not allow people to come to collect animal. That is good for the seagrass area, because some fishing gear that destroy the seagrass is what banned in this area. So actually this concept is adopted from in the north of Thailand, where there are the problem of forest deforestation. So they do like this, that they call Bwat Ton Ma. Ton Ma is mean the tree, or Bwat Pa. Pa is mean the forest. And so the monk come and protect the forest by just wrap with the cloth, with the yellow cloth, for like the symbol to protect this area. Don't cut the tree down. Yeah, so if you would like to know more about this concept, you can read in this book, The Ordination of the Tree, that talk about this case study in Thailand. So here is the Koh Tha Rai. In the past, there are some projects that they want to construct the pier to go directly to Koh Samui, but now it was stopped. And if they finish this, so the ferry will go through this channel, and there are some disturbance on seagrass as well, but that's good that they stop this project. So let's see my material and methods. So they adapt the Seagrass net protocol in both two sides, in sandy side and muddy side, by lay the transect and estimate the percent coverage and species composition of seagrass here. And we collect the sediment for study the carbon storage in the sediment in each line. And for the sediment, we study the dipole density, organic matter by ROI, and organic carbon by using a CSS analyzer. So in 2017, we used drone to take a photo and analyze the area of seagrass here. And in 2006, because we have no data of the image in this year, we use the lenses to analyze the area. So let's see my result and discussion. So in this area, there are 5 species of seagrass that is enhanced accolade, which is the dominant species here. Thalassea hemphysii, Halodule uninervis, Halophila ovalis, and Cymodosia rotundata. So when we compare in total coverage, it clearly shows that the coverage is increased around 3 times. And for the enhanced, it's around 2 times increasing. Thalassea is around 6 times. And for the Halodule uninervis, it's around 12 times. In the June in 2006, it's very small number of the coverage and increase. But for Halophila, in 2000 we did not see this species, but in 2017 there are some. And for Cymodosia rotundata, they disappeared in 2017. So in overall, the seagrass is increased. And for meadow extension, when we compare between 2 years, in total area is in 2006, it's around 4.4 hectare. In sandy beach, it's around 2.5, and muddy in 1.9 hectare. For 2017, it increased around 2.7 hectare. In sandy, it's 0.1 hectare, and in muddy, it's 0.6 hectare. So when we calculate the extension rate, it's around 0.6 hectare per year. And when we see the sediment characteristic, we see that the density of the sediment in sandy is higher than muddy, and also the organic matter and organic carbon in sandy is higher than in the muddy. And we see the relation between bore density and organic matter. It shows some tendency that when more denser is more carbon, that might be because the compact of the sediment. And it is the relation between organic matter and organic carbon is when organic matter from the seagrass higher increase, so the organic carbon is increased too. So when we see the in overall amount of organic carbon in sandy site is around 22 megagram carbon per hectare, and in muddy site is around 29 megagram carbon per hectare. So it's in sandy is higher than in muddy. So why is the in sandy site is higher than in muddy site? So some studies show that the mud is not the universal representative of organic content in seagrass, especially in the meadow of long-living seagrass species. For this case, is because from the enhanced life, which is the biggest species, that they can trap more carbon. And also, if you see in the picture, the high abundance and large extent and continuity of seagrass in sandy site is very large, that can trap more carbon. When see in the muddy site, it's still patchy. So the carbon storage basically in 2017 is higher than 2006. So in conclusion, this work shows the importance of seagrass conservation. For many sectors, like for researchers, we do the information about the scientific information and propose some information to the government part that they have power to write some policy. And some private sector, they can help, but they have to contact more about the scientific method for the time spent with the researcher, and also the local people who is the stakeholder is very important to protect this seagrass area. And also, this is show that during 11 years, the rate is around 0.06 hectare per year. That the increase of seagrass area means it can trap more carbon. And also it shows the importance of seagrass monitoring, that we will know the status of seagrass in this area from time to time. So thank you. This work was supported by the Department of Marine and Coastal Resources, especially for the financial support. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Are there any questions just before we go to lunch? I do have a question, actually. So, do you think that the difference in methods that you use to quantify the area of seagrass between 2006 and 2016?
Are they different?
Sorry?
So it is
So you use two different methods to actually estimate the aerial extent between 2006 and 2016. Mm-hmm. Do you think that would have affected your estimates?
Yes, it might have some error, but the best way that we can do now, because we have no the image of in the 2006, so I think I have some more is acceptable.
Yeah, because I think the Landsat images from 2006, they have a resolution of what, 50 by 50 meters or 30? Yeah. 30. So if you take that inaccuracy into account, do you think you overestimated the current area or not?
It might be.
Hi. I would like to ask, like, within this area, do you have a control site? I was just wondering if you would have left them alone without all these conservation efforts at all. Will they recover at the same rate, or will they increase their area at the same rate? So is there any control site?
No, we just compare between two sites, muddy site and sandy site.
So just temporal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one last question.
Hi there. In your graphics there of organic carbon with dry bulk density, you have a correlation, right?
Yes.
But the R square is less than 0.5.
That's very small, but they show the significant.
Why is significant is my question.
Yeah.
Why is significant? Because the R square tells you that your data only has 30% has relation. Why you say significant?
The dipole density, yeah. It's because when they have more compact sediment, it might trap more carbon. There is less on resuspension, something like that. It will show that it's like a tendency.
Yes, but your tendency tells you that your data only has 13% of the relation. For example, the second one, yes, is relative because it's 71%. But, well, I understand that the bibliography says that, but your data doesn't demonstrate that. Okay.
Thank you.
I think you should discuss this further over lunch.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you everyone.